than I ever did. Move like ghosts, but I don't leave no evidence. One of the best that ever did this. You can quote me, standing firm on my word, sturdy like an oak tree. Give me mine, and let me grind. He ain't your dog if he don't want to see you shine with him. Too many out here prayed on my downfall, but my stock steady rising like the Dow Jones. Study the game, now I'm out here making chess moves. Word of advice, make your next move your best move. Hustle hard and just stay up on your marathon. Who would've thought that little boy would grow up to be LeBron?
Y'all already know, back like we never left, episode 8, Hoop Dreams and Rhyme Books, King Made.
Rambo.
We do this every time, but we finna give y'all another 5 podcasts. Let's get straight into it. All right, Kawhi.
Kawhi is snaking.
He get the reputation as a quiet, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes guy. So by now everybody know the story. Russ, when Russ was in OKC the last year, he hit, Kawhi like, hey man, I'm trying to come out there with you.
Right.
Kawhi was okay. All right, bro, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I know I ain't going out there by myself. Cool. Got the phone, hit PG. PG, your boy trying to come to the Clippers with me.
They say he hit KD before he hit anybody.
He hit KD?
That's what I read.
KD was already going to Brooklyn. He was in Brooklyn.
He hit KD like a year before that.
Oh.
Before he made his decision.
So he wanted to play with KD.
He really wanted to play with KD.
Them niggas don't like, the people don't like Bron at all.
You know, they got to do it, Bron. Nothing.
Yeah. But
it's about winning, man. It's about winning.
He said he would rather have PG-13 over Russ. So which led to Russ going to Houston, which led to Russ going to DC, which now
Russ bouncing around.
He home now though.
He is home. That's big.
He home now. Like, so anybody, I'm a Laker, so Russ, when I first seen it, I was like, out of the options we could have had, I was like, But do you feel like Kawhi, was that a snake move, or was it a snake move for Russ to hit Kawhi without talking to Paul?
I don't know, man. I don't consider none of it snake moves.
You're just doing what you want to do for your career.
Right. He might have doubled back to Russ. If they wouldn't have made it happen with PG, they might have doubled back.
Yeah,
Russ dope and everything. He probably don't want to play with Russ.
Russ got a crazy reputation.
It might be just simple as that. I just don't want to play with him.
Why? Why do you think like that's the reputation around Russ though? That like, would you want to play with Russ? When everybody's watching,
it depends on who else is available.
True, but if we say any night I'm going to watch whatever team he playing, if I had to bet any amount of money, who's the player I know gonna go all out and leave it all on the floor? It's Russ.
That's cool, but that don't mean they fun to play with.
So why everybody think he gonna like destroy the Lakers? Because that's the lingo.
I mean, he gonna have to change his game to play with LeBron and AD.
Change it how? Like, what do you think the best way for them to maximize Russ?
I don't know. For him to not be.
So why you say you got to change his game though?
He needs the basketball. LeBron, he needs the basketball. But at the end of the day, I'm sure LeBron will be able to make it work better than Russ will be able to make it work.
I think, just judging off what I know it's gonna be, Russ and they gonna play like when starting the game, it's gonna be like a smooth little pace. It ain't gonna be too, you know what I'm saying? But when Bron go to that bench at the 7-8 minute mark, I think Russ gonna get to be Russ. Like the times LeBron ain't on the floor, that's when he's just gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying, go balls to the wall.
I look at it as either it's gonna be a great
You just
season.
think about the half court.
Yeah, game is half court. Slow down.
In the playoffs, but in the regular season, I think that's what you get him for in the regular season, because he gonna carry at least that much. But in the playoffs, if you I think one of the big things is bringing over Tisdale, that was in Miami.
Right.
So he kind of can run a lot of the sets that they ran for Wade, because Wade wasn't no.
Wade could shoot better than Russ.
No, I was just about to say that. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
I will.
I'm not gonna. I don't have the percentages on me, but I don't. If anything, I give him an even. I don't consider Dwayne Wade no better shooter than Russell Westbrook.
I ain't never seen nobody play Wade the way they was playing Westbrook in the playoffs. In the bubble when he was cussing out the kids and women's section.
Well, that's different because if you look when Wade was with Miami, they ran him along the baseline a lot. He ran a lot of his stuff off the baseline. He would get it over in that corner, and you can't really
shoot a little bit though.
True, but you can't really sag off the corner.
You can't. Well, maybe Russ need to study D Wade.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe he need to study D Wade.
That's what Tisdale coming over there. I think that's a big plus because he could put them in a lot of the same sets.
Russ might be like, man, I ain't running no baseline.
Nah, man.
I'm a ball player.
It makes sense because you cutting the court in half. Really, you cutting the half court in half.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
You think it's an experiment going wrong?
I don't think it's going wrong. It hasn't gone anywhere yet. I think it could go right. I think it could go wrong.
Out of everybody that Rustin teamed up with, you think KD gonna be the best tandem, or you think it's gonna be Bron and Russ?
I don't know. That's a tough one. They was in their prime together, KD and Russ. The boys ain't really in their prime together right now.
I mean,
I don't know what stage Russ in, honestly, because
man, if you go back, like I said, I did the deep dive on the footage of what he did last year when Bradley went down, was out with the COVID. No, I don't think he was out with COVID, but he was hurt or something. Like his knee was messed up, and Russ took them to the playoffs, bro.
He took them to the play-in. That's what you said whenever I said something about the play-in.
Yeah,
play-in.
But they went to the playoffs.
Play-in.
They lost in the playoffs.
No.
But Indiana?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you they was in the playoffs.
I don't know, but it's still, they was in that play-in game.
I don't know.
Should have just made it.
Yeah, I think Russ gonna be big for us, man. Him being home, I think LeBron is LeBron. LeBron will always be LeBron, and he gonna be able to dominate and be able to facilitate and get everything how it's supposed to be. So I don't think it's gonna be an issue. Now, NBA Summer League. Like, you watch some of the games?
I've been watching. I've been catching up with it.
A lot of it ain't been good.
It's been real bad.
But it's been some
bad basketball.
Yeah,
It's been some good highlights.
Yeah, I like
bad basketball.
Last night, Jalen Green and Cade Cunningham.
I didn't catch that, but it was all over Sports Center, so I know they snapped.
Jalen Green,
he tough.
Bro, in 2 to 3 years, the Houston Rockets is gonna have a nice backcourt.
Yeah.
With Porter Jr. and Jalen Green. Jalen Green has an offense.
And the other jit they got too.
Christian Wood?
Nah, it's a guard.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about. They look like John Wall on his way out, man.
Look, man. When I said that last summer, everybody, he top 5, this and that. He played D.
He do.
Now you say he might be on his way out.
No, I'm talking about out of Houston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he definitely on his way out of Houston.
Yeah, out of Houston. I don't know. I just watched footage of him the other day. Him and
He look good.
Yes.
I don't think he's gonna be that. I don't think he gonna as a backup.
Who the starter? Pat Beverly? You think John Wall ain't gonna start?
Reggie Jackson was cooking in the playoffs.
You think John Wall won't start over Reggie Jackson?
I don't know.
And really, you gonna have to start Reggie at the 2 anyway, because Kawhi.
Oh yeah, Kawhi is hurt.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think that's.
You got a good point on that one.
Yeah,
Kawhi is.
But Summer League, Bobo, he looked like he done put on about 5 pounds.
I was about to say, boy, he looks still skinny to me.
But no, he looked like he got a little bit more Seattle KD to him now than he had.
Does he?
Yeah.
What you mean by that?
I say 5 pounds.
5 pounds. So what he is? 7'3", 190?
probably 180. But he balled. Bro, he ain't never been like whack. It just his frame was a little too small for his game, if that makes sense.
I don't know. He's just so tall. He's so lanky.
But he played like a small forward.
He nice, man. He nice.
Yeah. He balled out.
I saw him blocking everything last night.
Yes. Now, Denver, last week I said they was going to be a 5th, 6th seed. If he playing like that, I don't know. They might go up to a 2, 3 seed.
With Bobo? You think he going to take that much of a leap?
He didn't play. But, bro, he can.
So you think he going to go from not playing to
No, obviously
X factor.
Jokic is the focus, but I'm talking about your backup center.
Yeah.
Your backup center being able to get the rebound and go.
Who they backup center now?
It was JaVale.
Yeah.
And JaVale went to Phoenix.
Okay. They finna get him a ring, he said.
No, Lakers. 18. We'll talk about it. Dennis Schroeder.
You gotta bet on yourself, man. If you believe in yourself, you should bet on yourself.
He lost.
I wouldn't have bet
He lost.
in that situation, but
4 years, 84. And he turned it down.
if he ball out this year, he can get some of that back.
I don't see how. I mean, look at the players that was in that situation.
Who?
Now he may be one. He fumbled the bag.
He did.
But you got somebody like DeMarcus Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
He went through what he went through with the Pelicans instead of taking that deal from Sacramento. Isaiah Thomas. You know what I'm saying? He had a smaller deal that they offered him, but he wanted. You know, he was telling them back the Brinks truck up.
Right.
And he got hurt and wasn't the same. So it's.
But Schroeder, is he hurt?
Nah, well, he caught COVID a little bit, not a little bit, but he caught COVID during the season. But the thing is, he didn't play good at all for us, bro.
He had some good stretches. He stunk it up at the end.
Since game 1, I didn't see.
He was on my fantasy team, and he did me well. So
he's fast, and he was able to. You know, he's very quick.
He really a solid backup, but he thinks he's a starter.
That was my whole problem.
So, but if he can start in Boston,
That's to me.
and have a good season,
he did himself a disservice. If he would have, it didn't make no sense to me when LeBron led the league in assists that year. Last year, the year they won a chip, he led the league in assists.
For them to bring him,
in and let him start at point guard. I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, as the backup, I got it.
right?
You know what I'm saying? But Dennis Schroeder ain't no starting point guard to me. So that's why I don't think he's going to get that 84 again.
He can start on some bad teams. He can start on some decent teams.
What team has a bad point guard?
He's not a bad
Even
point
the
guard.
Kings got De'Aaron Fox.
He's tough though. He's not.
You got John Morant with the Grizzlies.
You naming like superstar young dudes.
No, I'm naming sorry teams that got point guards.
Yeah, but
He's
not every.
going to no playoff
Who the
teams.
Pistons got?
Cade Cunningham and Killian Hayes that they just drafted. They're not bringing in Dennis
Killian
Schroeder.
Hayes a rookie.
Nah, he's worth going to second year.
Yeah, second year.
Either way
he
it
ain't
goes.
better than Dennis Schroeder right now.
They're not bringing in Dennis Schroeder.
No, I ain't saying they are, but he can earn some of that money back. he can get a 3-year
in your
deal.
mind right now, you run through all the point guards in the NBA and tell me where Dennis Schroeder gonna go.
I ain't running through all them little dudes.
All right, well, exactly. You see why he ended up in Boston. Now, only reason he ended up in Boston because Kimber was out. Kimber in New York.
So he got a chance to start.
Yeah, we're gonna see because he German, and then the Udoka, the coach.
Oh, I'm about to say, who was that?
The coach. You remember he was with the Spurs. Udoka, you know what I'm saying? He was
Yeah, I
with
know.
Pop.
I remember. Brad Stevens hired him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's German too. So I don't know. Maybe they can speak another language out there and get it together. But
I don't know, man. Boy, it'd be something.
84 million.
He might be able to get 4 years, 85 at the end of next season.
Well,
then we gonna be talking like, yeah, he won.
Nah,
He won.
I don't believe it.
He can get 485. I'll take that bet.
Now, one thing that is a hot topic right now, I see everybody talking about on social media is, players nowadays got the team up. They didn't have to do that back in the day, this, that, and the other. Like, do you feel, like, why do you feel like players team up together nowadays more so than they did back then?
Because, I mean, now when you debate who's the best, it's automatically about championships. So dudes trying to get rings.
So is it not technically our fault? For like,
As it's the fans' fault.
He ain't got no rings.
It's the fans' fault.
Oh, he ain't get no rings. He ain't
That's why they teaming up. I gotta give me some rings. It used to be you can get all-star appearances, MVP, some scoring titles.
Olympic, gold.
And they like, oh yeah, he one of the greatest.
Charles Barkley, man, he ain't got no ring. What he talking about?
Now he a bum because he ain't got no rings. He don't know what he talking about.
And if anybody seen Charles Barkley in his payday, man, please.
They trying to get them rings, man.
Karl Malone, number 2 all-time scoring, but he a bum.
Irrelevant. The mailman. irrelevant. No rings. He scored all them points. He ain't get no rings.
So it's the fans' fault.
It's our fault.
That players do that, and then the fans turn around and complain.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put it out there.
It's our fault.
Yeah, I just wanted to put it out there.
Hey, them dudes, like I said, when people go play pickup, they try to get the best team possible so they can win.
Exactly.
So why the NBA players can't do it?
Not only is it a ring thing, it's a career health thing. Because I don't have to carry this team all season like AI did. Because AI didn't have a long career.
He did.
Because he took all them falls, them bumps and bruises. Like he had
a long career, but it wasn't like
he didn't
historic.
He didn't transition to ever being a bench player like that.
Nah, he went straight from all-star.
He did like 1 year.
Star.
1 year tried to come off the bench and he was all right, I'm done. I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't go through what Melo, like as a transition Melo going through.
Right.
Most star players go through. Where they just like, I'm gonna keep getting paid, keep getting these checks. I'm a specialist, I can knock down jumpers to keep alive.
Yeah, like they ain't trying to let me rock out.
Yeah. But I
don't want to play.
It ain't even that. He didn't. His body.
Yeah, his body broke down.
So I think that's
he was always bumped up, bruised up.
If you look at
taped up,
Wade and Bron, like they was playing them years. They was playing like they was 18, 19-year-olds because it was nice. You were able to say, all right, Wade, you got it. Or Bosh, you gonna kill it tonight. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? So I think I think that's the real reason. Not only that. In my mind, I feel like the NBA is better today than it was back then. So you have, like, we can name them. Like, it's literally 6, 8 teams with big threes in the NBA right now.
Yeah. Some big threes out there. Some of them ain't good, but.
Lakers, Nets. Would you consider Denver when healthy a big three? With Jokic, Porter, and Murray. All right, so we're gonna hold off. We're gonna hold off on them on the big three.
There ain't that many big threes.
Hold on, it's like 6 of them, bro. Would you consider Chicago a big three?
Not a chance.
Yeah, I'm giving Chicago a big three. With DeRozan, Vucevic.
You give anybody a big three.
No, that's all right.
Anybody get a big three on me.
You have 3 players that average 20 or better. How is that not a big three?
Who averaged 20? Who the 3 players that averaged 20 or better?
3 of them.
Lonzo ain't averaged 20 this year.
I ain't say Lonzo. I'm talking about Vucevic, Zach LaVine, and DeMar DeRozan.
Man, ain't no big three. They all play on losing teams.
But they all average 20 or better. That's a big three. You can't. Come on now. We're not even. That's 60 points, bro. We're not gonna act like the Nets is scoring 90. The Nets is averaging around 67 points for their big three.
That's because they don't all play at the same time.
Man.
Majority of the time, it's only 2 of them on the court.
Chicago's a big three.
Anybody get a big three. We need to just start naming anybody.
The Heat, is that not a big three?
Who?
Miami.
Man, who they got?
Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler.
No, man.
Bam.
Kyle Lowry. Anybody. Just name.
Kyle Lowry.
Just pick a team, name 3 players, and there'll be a big three.
Kyle Lowry, what?
Look, man, the pit bull is a pit bull. He's not a big three.
The Heat got a big three.
Who else, man?
The Bucks.
Who?
Middleton, Drew Holiday, and Giannis.
It's not a big three to me.
How is that not a big three?
Man, I don't know. Maybe our big threes.
What's your concept of big three?
I don't know, man. When I think big three, I think 3 superstars, really.
No.
All-star, borderline superstar. Drew Holiday wasn't an all-star.
He was an all-star.
Once, when he was 20 years old.
Middleton was an all-star.
They got a big 2.
So there was 3 all-stars.
Man, that man was an all-star 10 years ago.
DeRozan was an all-star.
Okay.
Vucevic was an all-star.
Man, pick another team and another 3 players.
What I'm at 4?
Yeah, man. We gonna get you to 8.
We gonna get me to 8? All right.
Or did you say 6 teams?
No, I said.
We gonna get you to 8, man.
I said 6.
Run them off.
I think we at 4.
We need 4 more. The way at this
Philly ain't no big 3. Boston ain't no big 3.
Okay.
The Knicks ain't no big 3. Atlanta.
I don't know, man. I don't think you're gonna be able to cough up 4 more.
So we're gonna say it's about I ain't got the list in front of me. I think it's like 4 or 5 of them.
The way you got
maybe 6. I might can get it to 6.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, the way you was just naming it, you could just pick a team, pick 3 players, pick the best.
Nah, bro.
We count them as a big 3.
You sleep on Chicago, but we gonna run this footage back.
On Chicago.
We gonna run this footage back.
They're probably gonna be like a 7 seed. I'll give them higher than 10.
Whatever. Next topic. We gonna run this footage back, and he gonna be like, "Oh yeah, man, come on, man."
You say 4-5 for Chicago? Not a chance.
Yeah, they definitely gonna be a 4-5 seed. What rookie you think is in the best position to win?
To win Rookie of the Year or win basketball games?
Both, because that basically translate to the same thing.
Probably Jalen Green for real. They got a young stacked team.
I think Jalen Green is going to be in a position to.
Scotty Barnes, they might be in a nice little position. He look all right.
He couldn't shoot at Tallahassee. I don't know who they got him working with, but he was
somebody.
He all right, bro.
Hey man, I'm still glad the Magic ain't taking him. I just hope he do well.
Yeah, me too. Jalen Suggs, how you feel?
I haven't seen him.
I seen him.
He been cooking.
He's a leader. You know what I'm saying?
His game never wowed me, but he tough.
He consistent. He play like Brandon Roy to me. But my thing with Orlando, you got to figure out, you got a lot of point guards.
You got 3-4 of them, and they all about 20 years old.
Yeah, so I
get rid of 2 of them.
They're gonna have to do something with that.
Get rid of
Trey. I was watching Trey too.
He playing well.
Yeah,
he playing well.
He had a couple highlights in there. I was like, okay,
he gonna do his thing.
Yeah, I say, man. I think it's some good rookies. I would say Jalen Green will be in a position to win Rookie of the Year. But I think Cade Cunningham is going to be able to.
I think he'll win. I think Cade going to win Rookie of the Year.
You think?
He's a big guard, man. He tough. He got a mature game. I think he'll win it.
It's out of him and Jalen Green.
Jalen Green, he got a chance to win it too because he can score so much, so fast. And he bounce, and he look like a gang member. I'm like, damn, is he a
Jalen Green?
He look like he got the floppy West Coast hair.
Oh man, that man got some Superfly stuff going on. He look like a young Superfly.
He could be a pimp.
All the players came.
He do.
From far and wide. Yeah, that's when he got to have, a real pimp. Yeah, he got that. But he can ball though. His step back crazy.
He explosive, man. I can't wait to see him dunking on cats.
Yeah, I'd say, Jalen Green. He gonna ball out. Jalen Green gonna ball out. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
All right, last topic before we go to the hip hop. Isaiah Thomas.
What about him?
37 in the Drew League. Went to a league in Atlanta. Put up 65.
Okay, he on the tour.
Went out to Seattle to play in Jamal Crawford. Put up 81.
At home. He from Seattle.
Then he was like, they called him in the locker room. I mean, not in the locker room, but in the middle of the hallway crying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they gave up on me.
I mean,
you think NBA gave up on Isaiah Thomas?
I don't know, man. I don't know. He's small. He had them surgeries. I don't know how he be looking in practice and training camps and stuff.
Well, I mean, the issue was his hip.
Right.
Like when he played in Boston, that's why Boston get a bad rap because they knew his hip was messed up, and they let him play. You know what I'm saying? He thinking, I'm a warrior. I'm gonna fight it out for my team. And it was like, they knew his hip was messed up, let him play, and then traded him. Like, so,
it's shiesty out here, man. It's shiesty. He ain't have to play. He decided to play. You got to make better decisions, man.
So
he knew he was hurt. Hip ain't nothing to play with, man.
That's why people like Kawhi do what they do. So you can understand it. You know what I'm saying? Cause
hip ain't nothing to play with. If I had a hurt hip,
well, apparently, he say last year, or it was the last year, 2 years ago, he actually got a hip replacement surgery.
That's crazy. He young. He short. He probably not moving the same, man.
It looked like he moving the same to me.
He playing against civilians.
Yeah, I feel you. But that jumper gonna always translate.
He's short.
When I say Isaiah Thomas, I'm not thinking him coming back starting, leading the team to the Eastern Conference Finals the way he did. Right. But coming off your bench, giving some buckets, we just watched a team like Phoenix in the finals. They didn't have nobody that can come off the bench and get buckets. Even the Bucks. The Bucks didn't have nobody that can come off the bench at point guard and get buckets for them.
I don't know, man. I I think he's so far removed, he ain't gonna get that role.
Off the bench?
He ain't gonna get that role. How long he been trying to get back in the league?
No, he been in the league.
He been bouncing.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna really get the chance he deserved.
Man.
He's short. He done got older. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
He better go overseas. He can get some money overseas right now. I'm telling you.
That's another player that bet on himself. You know, like we said earlier, he told Boston to back the Dreamz truck because he just knew. You know what I'm saying? And I just hate the way they did him. But you know, the word is they looking at trying to bring him back.
They need to do something to reconcile that.
Yeah, I feel like that'll be dope. You know what I'm saying? Because Schroeder ain't gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is, man. I hope to see Isaiah back in the league, man. You know, it's a lot of players, even players like Tyreke Evans. You know, so I just realized he eligible to come back.
Is he?
Yeah, he was he was banned for 2 years for pain pills. I guess my guy was on them perks. You know what I'm saying? 30s, them 10s.
That boy's out getting high.
But at the same time, it was the teams that give them the medications to, you know what I'm saying, like
to abuse them.
Because I listened to
That
Dwayne
man was
Weston.
popping them bit like Skittles, huh?
Yeah, I listened to Dwayne Weston talk about it. Like when he just after games, they would just give him a couple of pills, and you not thinking this is the athletic staff.
You want these perks?
You're not eating, you know what I'm saying? Like you supposed to eat, and they just sit in your stomach and mess you up, bro. So you know what I'm saying?
Tyreke, take these perks.
Hey man, NBA man, I think. But what
Coach, you got some more of them perks.
But what you had players like Matt Barnes to say, hey man, we couldn't do it, so they had to go to other things such as marijuana in order for them to have pain management without taking those pills. So I think Tyreke, you know, he would be a good candidate for me to see somebody come back in redemption. Tyreke Evans is a good player.
He is a good player. Who he played for last? The Pacers?
Yeah, the Pacers. Like right when he was going out, you know what I'm saying? Beasley, I see Beasley coming back. You know, like,
that boy Beasley be fried out there. Boy.
It is to me. That was always his issue. But now with the league switching the rules up, he might be able to play.
He is made for him now. That boy was out there. He rubbed somebody else's knee on the bench. You seen that? He said, I thought that was my knee.
Yeah, but yeah.
He was out of it. That boy said, I thought that was my knee. How you rub another man's knee and think it's yours?
That's one of them games you ain't getting in tonight.
That boy's.
My boy ate some gummies or something. Whatever who that was, Deion Waiters. Ate whatever he ate.
They got the same edible guy.
My boy said, I'm gonna sit on the bench and yeah, I did see that. He was sitting there like,
man, I said, what you doing? He said, man, I thought that was my knee. My bad.
Hey man. Shout out to them dudes, man. I want to see everybody get a check, man. I want to see everybody black get a check, man. So hopefully them dudes get back in the league and revamp their careers.
Right.
All right, let's get into the hip hop, man. T-Pain. I watched him on Drink Champs. They got my man extremely intoxicated.
Yeah.
And they asked him about him in the future, in the verses. Who do you think will win out T-Pain in the future in the verses?
I think Future will win.
T-Pain say Future will win because Future's popular right now.
I think that's part of the reason.
You don't think T-Pain go in a bag?
I mean,
because you got to think he had that. He had one of them Lil Wayne summers where he was on everything.
Yeah. I don't know. His songs is a lot older, so.
True.
Depend on the crowd too. I mean,
you get into all I do is win.
But like he said, they not really the two artists to go against each other.
That too, but I think another one of those things is T-Pain's been on the hooks. I mean, granted, Future's been on a lot of hooks, but Future's also known more for his own songs. Actually.
Right.
Even though it's auto-tune, it's Future he's known for his own records. Where
right.
T-Pain's known for having hooks on bigger records. So,
right.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be the two to go together.
Yeah, it's not the right. But I think Future, it'll be a toss-up, really.
I say
it'll be a toss-up, really. T-Pain got some, like you say, he got some nice hooks. He got some straight songs by himself.
Yeah, you got, buy you a drink, shouty.
Them things tough, too.
Bartender, I'm in love with a stripper. I don't know, man. Pain might. Payne might be able to go in his bag now.
Tallahassee Payne might have something with him for real.
Yeah.
Now you say it out loud.
Yeah, I think it might be one of the ones where you watch it like, nah. And man, Future finna, cause it was I don't
think Future will wash him.
Yeah, I just knew Dipset was gonna win, and from the opening round, it wasn't even close.
It wasn't close at all, ever.
So my thing,
ever.
I think I'm not saying that to be the case with T-Pain and Future, but I feel like if we using that same scenario, I think Future would be the cool one. I think T-Pain would be the one that would be more energetic and actually, performing the records. If you ask me,
right.
So that all that plays into, our verses. So I don't know. It's I say 60-40. No, 70-30 Future. 70-30 Future. The Florida in me want to say 60-40.
Future got some stuff with him too, man.
But when Future get into
Drake
that Molly Percocet.
Well, he made everybody drug addict. That boy, he played. Probably what Tyreek Evans was listening to.
He might even go back to that racks on racks.
Future got some stuff with him, man.
Yeah,
he got some stuff with him for real.
Good one, you know what I'm saying? Lil Baby, I seen what Lil Baby was saying. He was in the studio working with Drake, and it make him want to write. You feel like, as a consumer of music,
dudes do need to be writing.
You feel like artists should write their music?
Definitely.
Now,
Definitely.
It's a difference between writing your music, punching in, and freestyling, man. Punching in is technically the same thing as writing.
What's punching in?
Where you just say a line, 2 lines, stop, think of some more lines, and then say those lines.
Word.
It's technically the same thing as thinking of a line, writing it in your phone, or writing it on paper, think of another line, writing. It's kind of the same thing.
Right, you're just doing it right then.
Now, some artists, I think it all started to me with Jay. When Jay said he didn't use no pen, no pad.
Right.
And Lil Wayne kind of took that, because you remember he did the tape where he did all the raps he had.
Right.
And he said that was the last time he was going to write. But I think what people wasn't getting was Jay wrote in his head. Like, he didn't go into freestyle. He would sit there, listen to the beat, black out for a second, and the words would come to him, and then he go in and say the words.
Right.
He don't just go in and say, all right, put a beat on, and I'm just finna freestyle whatever come to my mind. And I think that's what a lot of people miss, and they just, well, hey, Jay-Z don't write, I ain't gotta write.
Nah, them dudes do need to write, though. They need to write.
And I was glad that you said that.
It'll make the quality better. They already making some dope music.
That's what I was gonna say. You gotta think, this is Lil Baby saying this.
Right.
Who already is considered the guy right now. So imagine how much more serious it'll get.
Right, he could really be potent out here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He should. They all should, man. A lot of them ain't really got it like that anyway, not to be writing.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Maybe a lot of them can't write.
You think it's? Are you saying schooling?
They might be.
You saying schooling wise?
They need to write their music, man. They need to write it. Freestyle, do what you need to do, but you need to write too.
Yeah, I agree. As somebody who I wouldn't dare consider myself hopping on a track without like doing because I have a competitive like mindset. Like that's come from sports. Like so any record I get on with anybody, granted, I want to make the best record possible, but
right.
I want to murder everybody on this record. So to get in there and play, that ain't even in my, you know what I'm saying?
But that's essentially what you're doing.
Yeah.
When you ain't writing, you're playing.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree. I feel like, artists should definitely write. And hopefully, people hear Lil Baby write and say, you know what, Lil Baby write? I want to write. I hope he make it cool again. And that'll hopefully change the game.
They might be like, man, I forgot how to hold a pen. I ain't rolling so long.
Nah, we writing the phones nowadays.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, go straight to the notepad.
Straight to carpal tunnel.
Yes, sir. Put it in. We'll get it done. Yak. Now, we were talking about Yak on the last couple episodes, but we was talking about, not in a negative, just the issues that was going on between artists and whatever, which you can see it ain't really about nothing anyway.
Right.
But I seen he made a post where he said that he wanted Nas or Drake to mentor him.
Right.
You think that'd be good for him?
Yeah, it would be. You need somebody. You need older people that got their stuff together.
I think, to be honest with you, I think
you some things.
Every man needs a mentor.
Right.
Real spill. Like, especially in a situation where you don't have your father, you know what I'm saying, to be that guy for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you would want, you know, your parent to be that person, but even if the parent can't be that person, or, you know, if you want to run track and your dad didn't run track, you know, you need somebody who's done in that field.
Right.
I'll say that. When you're making career choices or life choices, you do need a mentor. You need somebody who's been down the road that you've been on, and that can say, all right, well, it's gonna be some bumps up there, some speed trap over there. Watch out for that. And I think it's dope when you have younger artists that say, and as somebody who done bumped their head a lot of times, I think that's wise of him, to be honest.
It is. It's mature of him, man.
Yeah, very much so. Especially when you talking about somebody like Nas, like
he said he always been a Nas fan.
Bro, Nas
and Drake like his music a lot too.
Next to Pop, Nas kind of like, I ain't saying raised me, but as you can see, we'll be lying to deny that music doesn't have an effect on kids.
Right.
And in the era I came in, I came up in the Columbia house where you can scam the people with a penny and get a whole bunch of CDs. I got Nas just out of the Wham, just pick it because the cover look hard.
Right.
And you listen to him, and you know, as you grow up, you're like, okay, he a Virgo, I'm a Virgo, and we on the same things. And I watch Belly, man, cool dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'd say, so I think that's a wise, you know what I'm saying? Even what he's doing now with the cryptos and the investments and stuff like that, I think that's a smart pickup. And I think somebody like Nas can give him a lot of game. You know what I'm saying? Even Drake. I think Drake. I think Nas can give him more game than Drake can, because Nas. Not saying Drake. I mean, you know Drake history, his background. He's more of a. He grew up in a different environment.
Right.
Nas grew up in Queens. You know what I'm saying? So I think that project mentality. He understand it better than
both project babies.
Yeah, he understand it better than Drake would. So I think that's dope. All the young artists, all the young people in general, man. Y'all watching this. Get you a mentor, man. It ain't lame to have somebody that you can look up to, or somebody that can give you advice, because to me it's actually smart.
Right.
Like, why do I want to bump my head when I got somebody who done already been down this road and they gonna give me the shortcut?
Right. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's very smart. I seen LeBron tweet the other night. He said Drake ain't playing around, man.
It's only a matter of time for LeBron post a video, not knowing the words, vibing. It's only a matter of time.
Hey, man, he say Certified Lover Boy classic.
It might be. You ready for it? Do you listen to Drake?
Yeah, Drake. I'm not,
I mean, like, would you consider yourself a fan of his music?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm a fan of Drake.
Mm-hmm.
He's dope. Right? You can't take nothing from him. I just looked at him a different light when the whole Quentin Miller thing came out. I don't think it tarnishes his record, but as a rapper, to me, your sword is your sword. So I think it's just a little net. But he done wrote verses since then. It's not like he can't write music. So I'm not gonna say discredit him and say, oh, he ain't. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's just we both said a lot of his music is catered towards the ladies. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not in that setting, I'm not just kind of riding around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I really ain't. I'm sure it's gonna be a dope album, but just the name of the album don't really catch me.
See,
like Certified Lover Boy, I really ain't.
That's what I was talking to Music Speaks about. I'm saying, like, okay, you're gonna tell me the album is called Certified Lover Boy. I don't see a Stay Scheming on there. Like,
I probably don't listen
Standing
to
in
it.
the Six with My Woe. I could be wrong.
I ain't trying to turn on that album and he just singing and like, man, stop singing to me, man.
Yeah, but he ain't singing to you.
I know, but still.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a fan of Drake when he rapping. I want you to rap.
Yeah, because that's...
So when
But it's not a knock on him.
No. It's just my preference.
Yeah, because it's... Obviously, he's clearly catering these records towards women who obviously buy his stuff and buy his tickets. It makes sense.
It makes perfect sense.
But as a hip-hop fan, when people say he's the best artist, they don't say he the best artist like a Chris Brown or a Michael Jackson as best artist. They saying he the best rapper.
Right.
And I don't think that's
he's a great
dope rapper when he's rapping. That's what make you want him to rap.
Right.
But if I had to ask you what album are you looking forward to more, Certified Lover Boy or Donda, which one are you looking for more to?
Donda.
Yeah, I would say the same thing.
Donda. Yeah. Drake, when it comes to Drake and his music, to me, I get to it when I get to it. It ain't nothing where. That's how it is to me.
Yeah.
When he drops something, I don't be like, I'm finna listen to it right now.
I mean, it's Drake, so it's culture. The moment it drops, it's culture. The thing is,
I usually don't listen to his music right away.
I think it's the replay value.
I just get around to it.
Oh, nah.
Then I pick out. Then I end up liking some songs.
Yeah, the artist in me. Anytime I listen to everything from independent to mainstream, just on a competitive level. I don't listen to it daily, but I listen to it to digest it to say, okay, yeah, he killed that album. You know, to inspire me to create on my end.
Right.
But I think I would say definitely I'm more interested in listening to Donda, just because. Bro, I listened to an 11-minute and 29-second song for 2 hours today. It's Kanye.
What song was that?
He got a song it's called Jesus Lord. You know, that's why he need to go ahead and just drop it, because people gonna be there and leak the whole thing. But
he made an 11-minute song?
Yeah, bro. It's called Jesus Lord. It's a gospel record,
man,
but
I can't give 11 minutes of my time to one
song. It ain't just him on it. It's Kanye, Jay Electronica, The Lox. That's why it's 11 minutes, because it's all of them on it. But if you listen to it, it's a vibe record. I definitely.
Well, they all got 2 verses?
Nah. Well, no. At the end, Larry Hoover Jr. talked.
Larry Hoover Jr. Boy, he got some names, don't he?
Nah. Well, Larry Hoover Jr. You know his pops locked up. You know, so he shouting Kanye out for standing up for his pops, and you know they trying to free his pops. You know what I'm saying? I think, to be honest with you, I think that would be dope for Chicago to free Larry Hoover. Real spill, because in essence he was not the start of that whole wave in Chicago, but he was a pivotal moment in it, a pivotal pillar in it, and I feel like if he got out and was able to put his These young dudes don't listen to nothing nowadays, so I could be wrong.
They might mess around and shoot Larry Hoover.
But a triple
trying to increase the peace?
A triple OG, like a real OG, like a well-known OG, step down to Chicago and end the ceasefire. I think that'd be a Nelson.
It might work for about a weekend, and them boys gonna be like, man, I'm bored.
I think that could be a Nelson Mandela-esque change for America, or for Chicago.
Larry Hoover, I don't know, man.
But it's a dope song. I said all that to say I got on a tangent. But I feel like I'm more interested in hearing Donda, but I'm definitely gonna listen to Drake. And I think it's also dope to see them compete, because they're obviously clearly competing with each other to make the best album. So, you know, Drake does his first rollout with the date in the Dodger Stadium.
I'm not gonna drop, you gonna drop. I'm not gonna drop, you gonna drop.
Kanye say, you know what? I'm gonna rent out a stadium.
I'm about this close to posting free Kanye if he don't hurry up.
Let's go up to the Dome. We can go up to Atlanta. Maybe drive up a bit. That's 6 hours.
I ain't
knock on the door.
I ain't driving to Atlanta.
Yeah.
That traffic too crazy for me.
Yeah, it is. But, you know, shout out to both albums. I definitely, Drake and Kanye, they both, we can consider them GOAT level status, you know, Hall of Fame. So it's going to be dope when it drops. It's going to be good for music anyway, no matter how it go. We talked about it last week, but it keep going on. Daniel Hernandez, he out here master manipulating again.
That boy, he ain't no joke.
I done heard whacking. From a 3-hour interview he did with Wack 100.
3-hour interview.
He now got Wack 100 beefing with 21 Savage, Jim Jones. It's another person. I'm forgetting. Anyway, he got this man, this clearly 50-year-old manager beefing with, and he just in the background, yeah, like
just having a ball. Making them boys look crazy. Making the men look
well,
crazy.
I ain't even gonna say. I'm not even gonna put it on. Cause Wack the one really saying the stuff, and as a man, you're gonna stand up for yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I think it's more. Bro, the stuff I heard Wack saying, talking about Jim, like the world want to know about your case, or you got the gun charge and it disappeared. The world want to know. The world don't want to know about that.
Really don't.
No, that's like.
Really don't.
That's that ain't right. That ain't right, bro. Like
I
I
don't
don't
want to
know.
hear about none of the cases.
That's what I'm like.
Drop the music, man.
And it's an OG, bro. And I'm not from Cali. I don't know his background.
Somebody need to take his phone, man.
But
prime definition of somebody need to take that
you
man
can't be
phone.
my OG. You can't be my. I'm
These
not
dudes need to
saying
just,
he's
man.
not a OG out in California, but you can't be my OG or my mentor.
Right.
And you yelling in your phone, or you outing people on the internet, because that ain't what real
These
ones
dudes
do.
need to make them look stupid. Just start hanging the phone up on them. Right, man. Got time.
Well, no, this is him talking into his own phone. Well, last night I heard him on the Clubhouse.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But how can you let him manipulate you into all these like problems? Like,
I don't know. Clearly got some insecurity somewhere going on. And Danny Hernandez is exposing them.
and I seen where he said, Wack 100 say Daniel Hernandez tried to pay him 25 bands to perform at Rolling Loud. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he was like, bro, he literally must have a death wish. Like,
Why he ain't take that money and let him perform? What's not gonna happen to that man?
you seen what he tweeted the other day was King Von's birthday.
Disrespectful young man.
He talking about Lil Tim put that boy on the wall. That's why everybody was saying, oh, Dirk ain't doing that.
Right.
And I mean, come on now, you ain't.
Dirk just said he was gonna stop mentioning dead people. Now you want him to go.
Yeah, then because everybody, because I guess one of the lyrics King Von said in his music was, if he die, his homies gonna ride for him and slide for him. He like, y'all ain't. But it's 6ix9ine instigating. I just feel like, bro, he's a clown, bro.
I'm about to say, you real man. If you a real gangster, you can't be letting this dude get.
No,
Can't
bro.
be letting this dude get
No.
satisfaction. If you a real gangster,
You got the internet, bro. The internet can be your world.
right? You a real gangster. You don't need to be.
And he run into them dudes in
Entertaining
real
that.
life, bro. Anybody with any kind of common sense know he's going the other way, bro.
Right. No, he gon' run up and talk, and because his security gonna keep going. But it'd be some shit if his security was like, man, let him through the day.
That
Let him
or
through the day. We finna see
security. What do you do when you done talked all this stuff and bullets go to flying? You think the people gonna stand in front of the bullets
no.
like they do for
Right.
the president? Like the Secret Service? No,
They
bro.
mess around and pick him up.
But he talked greasy like he be everywhere by himself, which is debatable.
Ain't no footage.
It's debatable. You know his stunts, man. He pull up
If
at
you
4
gonna
in the
be
morning.
right, if you gonna be everywhere by yourself and you 6'9", somebody gonna get it on camera.
But like I said, what he said, that King Von, that's I can't even say that's the most disrespectful thing he done said. Like,
He's just constantly disrespectful.
yeah, Daniel.
I
I don't think it's gonna end good for Daniel. And I'm not wishing no harm on nobody. But I understand the laws of this universe. You know what
I
I'm
don't even want him to get killed. I just want people to just, when they see him, to just like slap him.
saying? Yeah, but it's
Just want a compilation of 6ix9ine getting slapped.
like
He can't go out in public
Young
for
Bird and
fear.
everybody was taking
He
his
can't
shot.
go out in public for fear of being slapped. He like, man, hey, just kill me. Nah, man, I'm just gonna slap you
I don't
every time.
listen, bro.
I would love to see a slow motion compilation of him just getting slapped.
I don't want to see no violence. I'm just telling you.
Slap, a non-lethal slap.
I'm just telling you.
Nah,
A
man.
lot of the stuff that Daniel has said is beyond words, bro.
Just slap him, man. I
When
just
you
want to see
say
him get slapped around.
on this man's birthday, on King Von's birthday, and you tweet, that's a shame, Lil Tim don't put this man on the wall. You think they want to slap him?
Oh, they don't want to, but it would make him suffer more to just
Oh, trust me.
just get slapped all the time.
I am from the school of making, if you have an enemy, to make them. That's a famous Jay-Z line. To make an enemy die bleeding is nothing, but to make them die breathing, then you're saying something. So
Right.
I mean, you kill them every time they see you successfully.
Every time he go in Starbucks, a phone out, he getting slapped.
Or every time your kids singing a record, that's what hurts and kills them 1,000 times. But however, a lot of the stuff that Daniel Hernandez has said is beyond words. He's beefing with Chicago, California, Atlanta. I don't know, bro. Like, I just don't know where you go at. If you beefing with the whole...
Well, he going somewhere. He be bored, man. He be bored.
Yeah.
And then them dudes feed right into it.
I don't wish no harm on nobody, but like I told you earlier, I understand the laws of the universe. Karma always comes back around, bro. The energy you put out, it's gonna find you, bro.
That's true.
And that ain't. I don't need no book to tell me that. Well, this is clear with my own eyes. We've all seen it. The energy you put out will always come back to you, man. So I don't think that's good. Last topic before we get out of here, though. Tory Lanez. He put up his album as an NFT. That's a fundable token. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm doing my asset. I'm trying to, get some assets on this side of it. So, I'm doing my research. However, he put his album up as a $1 NFT. So, apparently, within a minute, he sold 1 million of them. So that's $1 million right there, right? Mm-hmm. Now, those same people that bought it for $1 can then turn around and sell it for whatever they want to sell it for. However, he still gets a percentage of whatever they sell it for. So every time it's sold, if I bought it for $1 and sell it to you for 10, you turn around and sell it for 100, and the next person sell it for 1,000, the next person sell it for 10,000. Tory Lanez still gets a percentage off of each transaction.
Oh yeah.
Now you take that on one hand, and then you go what T-Pain said in Drink Champs interview, where he said the music industry made $17 billion last year, and music artists only seen 12% of that.
Right.
That's only like...
It's not a large percentage at all.
Maybe...
Why is that?
Maybe 120... You want a real reason?
Condensed version.
Everybody want to be famous. In today's age, obviously, a new independent artist can hypothetically do what Tory Lanez did, but it makes it easier because Tory Lanez is Tory Lanez. However, in this day and age, it's way easier to be independent.
Right.
But a lot of people choose fame and that loan, because that's what it is, a loan.
Right.
A terrible loan. It's worse than a bank. Like, it's one of the worst loans you could ever get, bro. Like, if you get $1 million from a label, they don't even start recouping. You don't even start recouping your money until... Oh, bro, it's just bad. It's like you say, you want a condensed version. Yeah, it's a long, drawn out version. But my thing is, take that and then take Tory Lanez as an independent or as artists going forward. What lane do you think people should take?
I mean, I think they should take whatever works for them. I would rather people stay independent because you got the ability to market yourself so much these days.
Independent is hard though.
It is hard. It is hard.
A lot of people don't want to spend their money.
Right.
They'd rather spend other people's money.
I mean, it's different when you got a big machine behind you that's
but
putting
even
you
when
out
you're
there.
spending other people's money, you really spending your money.
Right.
Actually, you going in the red, like, because you're going to owe them so much money.
Right.
I love what Tory Lanez did. I mean, I'm not like privy of a lot of his music, but I understand what that does for somebody like me as an artist.
Right.
To see you just sold 1 million copies of your project for $1. I mean, bro, that's $1 million in a minute.
In a minute. Quick million. Man, boy, I need to
Then on top of that, that's just what you made in that transaction. Like I just told you, every time it's sold, he's still gonna see.
Still getting them residuals.
I don't know, man. Artists, look, man. Stop trying to run out and find them.
So why more artists don't do that?
Cause I'm telling you, bro, they
need
wanna
to wake up.
They wanna sign the. No disrespect to Kodak, but they wanna sign the Kodak or whoever, Young Boy or Lil Baby or whatever artist is popping.
Right.
They just want to sign to them and take the easy way.
Right.
I think it's harder, but it's more gratifying to take the long route and say I don't want to, not a mentor, but I don't want to. I call them rap daddies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want somebody to pay for my everything, and because I understand what that is, you gotta. If you invested in me, not only if I invest in you, I don't want just my money back.
Right.
I'm gonna want at least double. You know what I'm saying? I want to double my money, I would think. You know, so that's what I am to this person. I'm an investment.
Right.
Whereas instead, if I just invest my own money, yeah, it's gonna take longer, but it's a brick a day mentality. You know what I'm saying? If you look at a mansion, if somebody say, okay, here go all the bricks over here. We gotta build a replica of this mansion. You're gonna look, oh man, ain't no way I could do this.
Right.
But if you reverse engineer it and say, okay, I just gotta lay one brick at a time, and then I don't look up, I just lay these bricks at a time. When I look up, I'll have a mansion eventually somewhere down the road. So I think that's the mentality that a lot more artists need to have going forward. You know what I'm saying? All right, man, we ain't gonna hold y'all. That was episode 8. Hoop Dreams Around Book, man. We shooting these things out, man.
We're cranking them out.
Hey, we're gonna look up and we're gonna be at episode 100 for y'all know it, man. I say we just trying to stay consistent, giving y'all an authentic hoop and hip hop podcast from two authentic, you know what I'm saying, individuals. You know, we appreciate all the love and the feedback we've been getting. We need y'all to definitely run them subs up though, man. Y'all playing with us, you know what I'm talking about? Run them subs up, man.
Stop shorting us.
Yeah.
Stop shorting us, man.
Because we giving y'all good content, man. Y'all, you know, no disrespect to no other journalists, but I sit and watch these other journalists and they regurgitate the same topics.
Right.
They create topics, make up topics. Like, no disrespect to Skip, but, bro, a lot of times I hear Skip talking, I just be like, bro, there's no way you could believe this. But then when you understand TV, it's like wrestling, bro. They have a role to play. One person has to be the heel, and the other person has to be the, you know, and that's what makes you want to tune in because you want to argue with this person.
Right.
Like, you're crazy. I can't do that. I'm just gonna give you the real. I'm not finna sit here and tell you nothing I don't believe or it's nothing that just sounds
for
crazy.
Sure, for sure.
But that's no disrespect to him. It's just I refuse to do it. So we're just gonna keep podding and giving y'all, you know, an authentic podcast with real, true, authentic game.